And Cameron is leaving a day early today. He's gotten a little bit sick. Understandably, he's not super enthusiastic about driving home sick. So rather than leave tomorrow, he's going to take off today. And I'm going to do a little morning live streaming here. It's not that I'm feeling per se super excited about live streaming. It's more that there's not any cartoons on right now. Really, anything else? So, Cameron's packing up the car, and we will say goodbye to him in a little while. Pull my first bar rips of the day here shortly as well. Thank you for bringing that weed, Cameron. I enjoyed smoking it.
Oh yeah, no problem. Guess we didn't get the vacuuming done.
That's okay.
We'll survive.
Yeah. Need help carrying anything?
I'm good. Do you want to borrow the one baby rifle?
No, that's okay. Good morning, depth analysis. Eric, how do you deal with the regularity of the day? Aren't you getting nauseated? No, I don't feel as though my days are repetitive at all. Sure, I live stream a lot, but I also watch a lot of TV, so I got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, what about you, Death Artisan? Just because it's like you may know more about my life than I know about yours, but is my life really less interesting than yours? I don't know. You seem to think so. Shada says, "What's up with you, old timer?" I'm just living in the olden days, being an old timey guy. Going to the saloon. Shout out Susgus. Okay, Susgus. Is your name Gus and are you suspicious? I'm actually just pulling regular bong rips, no dabs. I use a torch because it's just the easiest way to go. Hi, Amanda. Hey, everybody, it's Amanda Hug and Kiss. I appreciate Down with the Syndrome. Who's down with the syndrome? Which syndrome? Obviously, Down syndrome, which is one of my favorite syndromes to have. Whenever I've got Down syndrome, I know I've got a great day coming up. React YouTube says, "Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. So, I like cats is here. You like cats? Well, I have two cats, so maybe you'd like my cats. Who knows? Juliana Ruiz says, Hi. Hi, Juliana Ruiz. Do you also like cats? I don't have any dogs. I used to have a dog. Unfortunately, she died. She was a wonderful dog. Well, I will go show you one of the cats in a little bit. I love dogs, but I don't have a dog right now. I'm probably not going to get a dog again. It was just so brutal losing my last dog when my dog died. It was just so brutal. I just can't get another dog, you know? I mean, it's not like I'm going to be okay when my cats die eventually, but I don't know, there's something about a dog. At least my wonderful dog, Lacey, was, in a lot of ways, it was a harder death than my parents for me to deal with. Anyway, that's a depressing topic. I'm lucky the neighbors have this really sweet black lab, and she comes over to visit me sometimes. I mean, she doesn't really come over to visit me, but while she's over at our house, she'll visit with me, you know. I think she just comes over here to smell around and stuff. Because it's like, she's not just a sweet dog, she's a super well behaved dog, too. And so they don't have, nobody around here has any fences, you know. There's no yards, it's just forest and houses. So a lot of dogs end up just, being off leash, wandering around the neighborhood and stuff. There's a guy who, hi Carlos Paiva, hi Show Media. There's a guy who walks his dog by driving around his little orange wilderness car. And then the dog just walk alongside of him, kind of. He's an old man. Hi, grandson of God. Hi, grandson of God. If I'm your grandpa and you're the son of God, does that make me God's dad?
It's a pretty nice title.
Yeah. Are you,
I'm all packed up.
you're motivated?
So, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, sir.
Give you air hugs from afar.
Yeah, sure. I'll walk you outside and watch you drive away.
I left your doorknob right here.
Oh, thank you. I think I'll probably just get a new doorknob for that.
Oh, yeah. You just want to, it's usually best to bring the old one.
I'll do that. I'll bring the old one so I make sure I get the right size.
I'll get my thing on the map before I get out of your Wi-Fi.
There's Cameron.
Hello, people.
He was only here for a few days, but his company was greatly enjoyed.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Starting route to 408
All right.
Drive.
Catch you later.
All right, see you, Cameron. Have a great drive back. Drive safe.
Get a water bottle.
Help yourself. Things you brought to us, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Enjoy them.
Thank you.
All right. Catch you later.
Bye.
Oh, say bye to Rachel. Sorry I couldn't.
Oh yeah, we'll do. All right, so Cameron's gone, and that's fine. Hello from Poland, says Fan Simulator. Hello from America, Fan Simulator. Hi, Alexander. Matarazzi is named Alexander. For those of you who don't know, I remember from the other day. Fake. You didn't say the Poland, Do real people from Poland say the Poland? Like, real people from California say the 5, the 101. You're talking about freeways, you know, highways. Oh, they do. They always say the Poland. I'm going to change my name to Dog Lover instead of Amanda. That's a good name. It's a good thing to be. I'm a fellow dog lover, you know. But Rachel and I, well, we're not in a super, like, caregiving period of our life. One of our 2 cats is extremely difficult. His name's Trouble. Здравствуй, Владим. It's me from Northern California. Well, hello from Central California. It's me. Do you live up near Mount Shasta? That far north? I'm actually going to change it to my real name. It's Gage. Gage. Never heard that as a name for somebody. Hayfork, huh? That's true Northern California. People from like San Francisco, they say they're from Northern California. That's not Northern California. You know that Mount Shasta is, I think I heard that it's the tallest peak in North America. It's like 14,000 feet or something like that. Mammoth Mountain is only 11,500. I guess Mount Whitney must be the highest peak in the state. Hey, it's Anita Dick and me. How is the weather in beautiful Mariposa today? It is lovely. It rained last night. In the middle of the night, maybe it hailed, I think. It's probably more correct because it was so loud. I would suspect it was hail. Where are you living in the U.S.? I am living here in right near Yosemite National Forest. It's on my shirt. Basically, this is where I live, is at Yosemite. In fact, I live so much near Yosemite that depending on whose phone it is, yeah, Mount Whitney is taller, that's right. I knew Mount Whitney is the tallest in California, so. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I think Mount Shasta is the tallest volcanic peak, maybe. Yes, you are famous right now. And you will be forevermore now that you've been here chatting and talking with famous people. It makes you into a famous person. That's how one becomes a famous person. Your Lebowski lifestyle is what I crave. Oh, well, I mean, I think it's what every sane person craves, you know? It's not like, it's not a Lebowski lifestyle per se. It's not having to work, right? Everybody wants to not have to work. It's just that when I'm not working, what do I do instead of working? The only thing that's Lebowski-esque about me is that I smoke weed all the time, you know? What's EBT? Electronic bank transfer? What does that mean? How much EBT am I getting? It doesn't make any sense. I'm fine, Hunter's Locomotives 1831. Good day to you. And welcome to Talking with Famous People, the internet's only YouTube channel. You need to wait 14 days to change your name. Well, 14 days will pass like that. That doesn't make any sense, Anita Dick and me. And I'm not going to get tricked by that, obviously. Because many, many people have tried that before. Doesn't your weed get really dry sitting out like that? Well, this is just the plate of active weed, you know. This morning I went to the freezer and got out this handful of buds, you know, and I put it on top of the plate here. EBT? It's electronic bank transfer? All right, cool. It's me. You do you. You do whatever you want. No, it was originally high quality weed, but you know, you can only you can only store it so well, you know, if you have a large amount of it. I don't have Medicaid, BLM. Okay, I'm not getting any money from the government at all, so just relax. Hi, simple girl, if I didn't say that already. Yeah, I'm not smoking weed on YouTube, Amanda. What I am doing is smoking weed off camera. You see? Like that. See how now whatever I'm doing, it's not on camera. So I'm not doing it on YouTube. That's the beautiful thing about video live streaming. If it's not on video, it didn't happen. I mean, I live in California anyway. It's perfectly legal here, and for me, it's just a long-standing habit, you know. Even if I had Medicaid, I can't use that to pay for weed. Well, that's true. You can't use Medicaid to pay for weed. I didn't even pay for this weed at all. I am black. That's true. Well, not today, BLM. I am fluidly transracial, so sometimes I'm black, sometimes I'm Chinese. Yeah, today I'm a Falkland Islander. You can't believe what anymore with fake AI videos. And this is the beautiful thing. Well, Amanda, the thing is, I also sometimes smoke cigarettes, but YouTube doesn't let me show that on YouTube either. Well, look, Kevin Aponte, I'm going to take this as a teachable moment, okay? It is the case that if it's not on video, it didn't happen. That's what I said, okay? That does not mean that if it did happen, it is on video. Or that if it it doesn't mean that if it's on video, it happened. Yeah, I don't think that Amanda is trying to bust my chops. I think she's just talking about my claim that somehow it doesn't happen, if it doesn't, it's not on video. Because the reason is I'm not worried about actually whether I'm smoking on YouTube or not. The only thing I'm worried about is whether no, it's not. Amanda's not being a narc at all, Josh. Okay. Well, Amanda, big difference between smoking weed, smoking cigarettes, and raping. So I'm thinking maybe that's not what you meant to say, since it doesn't make any sense at all. But nobody cares, Amanda. Okay? I'm not worried about you busting me or something. I'm not doing anything bad. Oh, yeah, it probably was vape. That makes a lot more sense, Carlos, but I have a great intuition there. I'm surprised I didn't come up with that one myself. Probably vape. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, well, I mean, you can believe this. And I'm glad you brought that up again, Kevin, because this is something that AI will never be able to emulate, which is I'm an actual person who's engaging in real and creative ways with what people say in the chat, and who's showing an actual life that AI will never be able to imitate this so well that you can't tell it's fake. Never, no matter how many billions of years we spend working on AI, will AI ever be able to emulate this? Josh, yeah, I'm gonna just read Amanda's statement here, and I'm gonna go ahead and agree with it here. Why don't you just shut your dumbass mouth? Have I seen Sora? I don't know what Sora is. Is it a movie or something? Amanda's fine. Josh, you're being too Karen-y about Karens. Amanda's not even Karen-y at all. And you're being like the Karen of Karens. I'm going to overly Karen about Karens. Text prompt to video generation. Actually wild. Well, hey Amanda, Josh has it in his name. So in this point, he's making a big comeback here. He is just joshing around. He enjoys the debate. Who enjoys the debate? Me? Text prompt to video generation is pretty cool. I mean, if I could write something and have it make a video for me, that's pretty rad. I mean, it wouldn't be me in the video, but I guess it would be some artificial person. But is it just a person reading it out loud? Okay. Well, Amanda, just leave. Now you need to let it go. Okay. Just you and Josh need to stop fighting. And you don't need to, but I want you to. I'm going to use language correctly. So, I'm not on any Adderall today, but I'm feeling morning lively. I know that my morning liveliness will fade into afternoon sleepiness. I fully anticipate that I've got a big nap in me later today. But for right now, I'm just feeling lively for some reason. Cameron, Acacia, Ruben, and Rachel and I all hung out for several hours last night after the live stream, listened to music. Acacia drew some pictures. Uh, Ruben and Rachel and I kind of chatted about stuff. It was nice. Very pleasant. The Woodland Friends want some more cutlets. I do have one cutlet pour left. I guess I'll give them some more cutlets. Oh, never mind. I forgot that yesterday we took a little wilderness car down to the other house to drop some things off to Ruben and Acacia. And I left the garage door twanger attached to the little wilderness car. So I have to go into the garage to get that. Normally I have it here, so I just push it anytime I want to go into the garage. This is the best place to have it. I mean, probably it would be smart to like put it up here higher or something, just to prevent random people from entering my garage by pushing a button. But I don't know, it's so like safe around here. There's such an absence of crime. Makes me not stress about it so much. Of course, I gotta worry because I'm a YouTuber. And beyond that, I'm a YouTuber who actually has some increasing number of people paying attention to him. Uh, and sometimes people are weird. I have had somebody before even just show up at my house one time, which is not something I want to have happen. I got about a week and a day. I got 8 days to go till I get my Adderall refilled, which is fine. You know, I need that time to fully recuperate all my dopamine reserves so I can do it again next month, you know? Otherwise, I would just get more and more tired. I mean, maybe if I took it exactly as prescribed, that wouldn't happen, but I don't think so. I think it would still happen. In the beginning of the remember you read me them cards a couple weeks ago and saying, Josh, I've watched your live stream a few times now. Oh, that's cool. That's nice to know, Josh. Thank you for informing me of that. I don't know if it's just me, but I can barely hear you talk. I think the mic is too far from you. Well, how about now, Josh? Can you hear me better? Do I sound like I'm up close and personal? I'm kind of mumbling and stuff, you know. Okay, I'm here. I'm here. I'm queer. I want to watch you eat bears. It's a quote from a famous, one of my favorite quotes from The Simpsons ever. When Homer leads the mob to implement a bear patrol, and he marches them down to City Hall where they chant, "We're here, we're queer, we don't want any more bears." Which I've always thought was a fantastic, yeah. My address is 2233 Avocado Road, Juicy Peaches, Georgia. It's true. It's my address. Hi, Trouble. You're happy that Cameron's gone, huh? Trouble doesn't like anything disrupting his norms. I actually like it kind of because he's less of a pain in the ass when other people are here. But, you know, he's a good kitty. Yes, he is. He's a good kitty. Yes, he is a good kitty. Okay, Trouble. That's enough eat watching for me. It just isn't that exciting to me to watch him eat. Oh, you live on 2244 Avocado Road, Juicy Peaches, Georgia. Oh, I'm surprised we've not met before, Josh. I mean, I didn't get that cat fat. That cat got himself fat, okay? I had nothing to do with it. I just put food on a plate, that's all. And, you know, watch him eat it, but I don't want to watch him eat it. He's just a big baby. Oh my God, that's the thing about that cat is he's such a baby. Our other cat is wonderful. That cat is not so wonderful. Oh, Lordy Lord. Sweet Peaches, Georgia. Sweet juicy Peaches, Georgia. I tell you. Did Ruben perform any cartwheels for us last night? No, he didn't. He just hung out, you know. He rolled some joints. Acacia was having fun drawing pictures. She also played with my dolls a little bit. She made Tiffany a bloody spear. So, oh yeah, she can play with my dolls. It's fine. I'm a good sharer, you know. I can share dolls pretty well. Why you just can't resist delicious cake. Because it's sweet and delicious. That's a good stream title. She can play with my dolls. It's fine. Yeah. That is a good stream title. I could play with my dolls too. That would be fine. I'd probably be enjoying myself more if I were playing with my dolls right now. It's a Monday morning. It's the kind of morning that makes you say, daytime again, huh? It's a good novel title as well. Yeah, it's a great title. She can play with my dolls, it's fine. I like the fact that the it's fine comes at the end, you know. That's what makes it such a good title. If it were it's fine, she can play with my dolls, that's not nearly as good a title. Oh, look at lady home, baby, the spur. Are you like Acacia? Yeah. Oh, she was a spur, that has stabbed her in the leg. He looks like you got pretty deep there, Tiffany. Wow. So Acacia put blood on the spear. I really appreciated that. Because Tiffany is a bloody spear kind of girl. Oh, well, Tiffany, what are you doing with that bloody spear? I got it last night, first one. My name's Perry. So, I don't know if the morning really had anything on tap for me besides just chilling. I could maybe take another can of trash up to the street. I don't really have any great enthusiasms for the morning, frankly. But, you know, it's 10:15. I gotta wait for the mail to get here today. And hopefully this check I've been waiting for arrives. And if it does, then Rachel and I will need to go down to Oakhurst to deposit that check. And that's about all we've got going on today. And with so little interest and engagement in the live stream, that really leaves me at a loss for what to do. I could go back to bed. It's a bad cartoon day. You know, there aren't any good cartoons on. Do I need to put this back on this? Is that what the problem is? Is that why it meows like that now? Probably should never have taken that off in the first place. Actually, I'm waiting for the mail for some lug nuts I ordered. I will be doing brakes on my wife's van. I bet you're going to be doing BRAKES, though. Hi, Bob UFO. Good morning, Blue Elvis. Did you add a word to your name? Are you now Blue Elvis Draw? That's interesting. What made you add a word to your name? If you were doing BREAKS on your wife's van, I guess that would probably be most likely to mean you were taking a break while like sitting on your wife's van. My wife and I only have one car, and it's stick shift. And Rachel can't drive stick shift. So we also have the little wilderness car, and that is not a stick shift. So in a pinch, she could drive from here to, say, Triangle Road Market, or I guess that's really the only place she would want to go to in the little wilderness car. Because it only gets up to like 25 miles an hour, you know. Well, I'm interested in seeing your drawing cartoons, drawing videos of cartoons. Make some drawing videos of cartoons. It's a little bit confusing. The draw probably won't stay. Well, I would definitely be interested in watching a video about drawing things. You know, I don't know anything about drawing things, so oh right, that's what you mean by your sweet lover. You mean your soulmate. Forgot about your soulmate. Yeah, well, it's good to draw pictures sometimes. I'm not a huge drawer, you know. It's just not a medium I work in at all. Probably because I'm so terrible at it. My friend Dave Porter, he's a good drawer. He actually got a degree in fine art from UCLA. You do okay with stick figures? A UTV like a Can-Am Maverick Turbo RR something will really put some hair on my nuts. Uh, you know, one time, a long time ago, when I had a Pontiac station wagon, it was also a stick shift. Um, I changed the timing belt on it myself. It was a big job. It took a long time, and I had this guy who was helping me do it. So, what about the amazing quality work I did for Elaine and Kay? Good point, Hero Lamb. Good point. There's Kevin and KE's guy has a strange name. I forget what it is. It's like, oh, Anbor. Anbor. I don't mind them. I don't mind doing them as long as our chickens stay away. They drive me nuts. Okay. You want chickens to stay away from you? Top speed is like 70 on some of the fast ones. My friend had one, you can hit a speed bump going 70 and not even feel it. Hmm. Well, chickens don't shut up. I used to have chickens, but I'm glad I don't have chickens anymore. The house next door to the house we bought, they have chickens. I'm hopeful that doesn't cause complaints from people on as a vacation rental. I hope people don't complain and say there are roosters living next door. We did not watch the Oscars last night, but I can tell you for sure what will happen at some point later today is Rachel and I will do a we will do a some of my stickers. Oh, the stickers. Yeah, those are, you mean like the member stickers that you can use? Uh well, no, we don't have any chickens or roosters. But in the house next door to the house we bought down the street, um, they have chickens. We're gonna rent it as a vacation rental. And I'm concerned that I wasn't really thinking about it before, but I was concerned that maybe on my merch. Huh. Oh, you've got one of those wives. Well, that's why I had chickens for a while, Kevin Aponte, is I had an ex-girlfriend who was one of those kind of wives. In fact, I built the most badass chicken coop for that woman. I built it. I started with nothing but a concrete slab that was already there. So I didn't have to do a foundation, you know. But then I just built it out of reclaimed wood. I just built this whole little house. It was crazy. I never would have imagined I could do such a thing. But this woman was such a, like, I want it this way, and I don't know how to do anything at all myself, person, that that I ended up, she would not be satisfied with my half-assed chicken coop ideas. And so I had to build this whole little house for the chickens. I, you know, I feel like pretty proud of it still. Like, I can't believe I could make that because I'm not really very good with my hands in that fashion. And it was sturdy as fuck. It was great. I mean, I got it somewhere on around the channel. I could probably pull it up and see if I can show it to you. This little house I made. It's crazy to think about that I made the thing. Let me see if COOP turns up anything. There's not a part two. Oh God, Eric. Whenever you see this, there will be a part two. There will not be a part two, guaranteed. But it is the case also that let's see about. Okay, well, so this video here is about the building of the chicken coop. But there's not a part two. I did finish the chicken coop. I don't think I made a part two though. So I got on like fast motion. I found all this reclaimed wood. I still wear that shirt today. As you can see, I can stand up in it. How crazy is that? I don't know what I'm saying. It's not very important, whatever I'm saying. It is cool. It's really quite crazy that I made this thing. It's not like Kimberly helped at all either. She was just completely useless. It's a pretty great little house I made. I made a lot of little houses. Oh, right, I made a window there. I had to fix those things, obviously. Oh, right, we had this because it ended up having. How can you not agree with that? Oh my God, being in that relationship was so terrible. Oh my God. We didn't make any money selling eggs. But that thing, it had this thing that you could open up from outside to reach into the spot where you get the eggs from. Thanks, Bob UFO. I'm not an ESTP, but I will tell you, being with a rather uh, demanding ISFJ who is never happy with me, no matter what, uh, it did force me to achieve at a high level. Made me think of the time when you were climbing a palm tree secured with some car belt contraption. It was not secured with a car belt contraption. Um, uh, I had hammered in railroad spikes all the way up the tree. That's how I was climbing up it. I hammered railroad spikes all the way up it. She was not even an ex-wife. She was my ex-girlfriend. The car belt thing, I don't know what you're talking about. Car belt thing. I did have things suspended like up there that I could grab onto, but that wasn't me attached to that. That was like tools and stuff attached to that. Yeah. I was in a lot of denial here, Alan. You are speaking the truth here. IIRC. I'm not sure what IIRC means. GM, everyone. GM, Godfrey. GM to you. Yeah, now I'm happy. I don't have a difficult woman. Difficult women can be very difficult sometimes. If you recall correctly, or if you recall correctly, let's see, do you farmers markets, Eric? Rachel and I will go to a farmers market sometimes. We don't go out of our way to go to the farmers market because, stuff there is expensive. We don't eat a lot of vegetables. What advice would you give to draft age men who aren't married? Uh, that's an oddly specific question. Juan Stridham, how are you, sir? I am fine. How are you, Juan Stridham? Like last time we went to the farmers market, we got a we got a roast from there, and it was more expensive than roast you get at the store because it was like grown here in Mariposa beef. And so we got it, and I was thinking, well, given how expensive this is, I hope that it's delicious. And it was fine, but it wasn't. It was the same as roast you get from the store. So I thought, this is not a good idea to get this expensive, locally grown beef. It was just going to taste the same as any other beef. Right? I want it to taste like, I can taste the Mariposa in it. It's so local and fresh. If you're dealing with a pot roast, first of all, you're talking about slow cooking something for a long time. So that's getting an expensive pot roast is kind of silly. Supporting community is good though. Well, that's why you uh go to the local stuff. I mean, maybe it did taste different, but the thing is, if you're gonna get an expensive cut of meat, don't make it into a pot roast, right? If you're gonna get an expensive roast, it's just like it just doesn't make sense. The whole idea of a pot roast, you put a cheap cut of meat in there and you cook it for a long time at low temperature, and then it gets all fall aparty. I always put so many different flavors into a pot roast too. It's kind of hard to say like, oh, the beef is extra delicious in this one. It really depends on how good a job I do of flavoring it. Sometimes I do better than others. I've been doing this weird thing, which is annoying me, but what are you going to do? I like to put wine in the pot roast, but because I only have high quality bottles of wine left, even though I don't drink alcohol, I've been not opening them because I think, you can't use this wine for cooking wine. Eric, you might as well just use that wine for cooking wine. What are you going to do? Buy wine to cook with? I mean, I could just buy a super cheap bottle of red wine to cook with. Then it wouldn't have this issue where I feel like I can't use this 1989 whatever thing here for cooking with. Somebody should drink it, you know? But at the same time, I gotta, in general, not indulge too much in considering the sexiness of those bottles of wine because I can't drink them. So, wine is one thing. You can't make non-alcoholic wine and have it be any good. You know, it's not like non-alcoholic beer. Yeah, I could buy cooking wine. The best thing to buy for cooking wine is not technically cooking wine, although they have that as a product, but just a cheap bottle of red, whatever's on sale. Like last time I was making a pot roast, I was like, okay, well, I don't have any wine to put it in, but I've got some liquor in a liquor cabinet. So I'll put either the rest of this Captain Morgan spiced rum, or I'll put the rest of this Maker's Mark or some of the Maker's Mark into the pot roast. And Ruben and Acacia were like, no, not the Maker's Mark. Don't put that in there. I'm not going to watch you eat again, okay? Oh, heavens no. Ranchers and farmers are the hardest working people and the poorest. Well, it's true that agriculture at the family run level is not is not a high return on investment. People who get into that stuff, they love that life. Well, you know what? TFB, government. TFB. Don't want cows anymore. What are we supposed to eat? Huh? Watch out with TV dinners. TV dinners are generally not in plastic. They're in these little cardboard things. The only thing that's plastic is the only thing that's plastic is the thing you peel off the top of it. But Yeah, I mean, obviously, eating off plastics, it could be kind of like plastics turn out to be the new lead, certain kinds of plastics that people end up getting them in their bodies. It poisons them slowly or causes harm. But I don't know. I mean, they've been around for quite a long time now, and you know, my mother's generation, my father's generation, they both lived in mostly the era of plastics. Cheap hamburger they sprayed with plant protein, pink slime. Hey, old man, tomorrow's my exam, and I'm here to take some blessings. Well, God bless you, Excalibur, and your test. Oh, let me transubstantiate for you on this day of your looming test this healthful expression of self that I call something I'm doing off camera. I hereby transubstantiate this to you, Excalibur, from my lungs to your brain. Got a little bit of a kiss on the bottom. Little bit of a kiss. Not too bad. Not too bad. Gemini Mama says, best of luck to you, Excalibur. California girls talk about In-N-Out Burger or Del Taco. Are they good? I mean, In-N-Out Burger is delicious. Del Taco. I mean, Del Taco is just like uh, imitation Taco Bell. There's nothing special about Del Taco. I would agree that it's a little better than Taco Bell, probably. Um, at 52, I so consistently, like every day, for sure. Am I called things like old timer, old man? There's nowhere else to go up from there, you know? Uh, what are people gonna say when I'm 80? In-N-Out is good because it's delicious too. Yeah, Del Taco is different than Taco Bell. It's better than Taco Bell. Oh, you need a good luck vibe too because you're heading back to court tomorrow. Well, I will transubstantiate you a bong rip as well. I'm 52. But what are people going to say when I'm 80? They've got nowhere to go now but old man. I'm already just old man for the rest of my life, I guess. Understandably makes you nervous here, Lamb. Probably won't help, but you could always say Eric from Talking with Famous People says that you should afford me leniency. Old man, take a look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. I could always be an old woman. In-N-Out needs everything on. I made the mistake of ordering with just cheese. It was honestly a very sad burger. Oh yeah, you don't mess with In-N-Out's recipe. Maybe I will pull Benjamin Button. Or rat tang fun full wat says 52. I thought you were 70 something. Well, I'm not. Habit is better than In-N-Out. I mean, habit's habit, you know. Yeah, I sleep plenty. I slept quite a bit last night, actually. Sure. We stayed up for a while. We have guests, you know. You would not recommend eating at any of those joints? What's Freddy's? I'm not familiar with Freddy's. Do we have Taco Cabana? No, never heard of it. Purple Goblin, it's you. How am I doing? I'm doing fine. Rachel and I go in and out every time we go to Merced. All I got is 5 subscribers anymore. Callie says, my 16-year-old just told me she's pregnant. What the hell do I say to her? I would say, congratulations. I'm going to be a grandfather or grandmother. Irmo Hawk, you don't look fine, dude. Go to bed. Well, I want to tell you that you look fine and that you should do whatever you want. Okay. I figure it's better. It is better that you do what you think is best for you than for you to listen to me, some random stranger, telling you what to do. Rather than push back against you, I'll try to model what you should behave like instead. Do I support Mr. Trump? No. Nor do I support Mr. Biden. They're both terrible. I don't want to name a car. My car. I mean, I told Delilah when she was like 16 or something, it's fine if you get pregnant. That'd be fine. I don't have a problem with that. That'd be cool. But that's me. Maybe other parents aren't like that. Maybe other parents don't encourage their 16-year-old to get pregnant. You are hard to understand. Well, Rat Tang Fun Folwat? I'm sorry about that. I'll try to enunciate more clearly so that you can understand me better. Are you feeling okay? Yes, Rat Tang Fun Folwat. Do you have a problem with excessive question marks? Question mark, question mark? Why is she asking Eric for advice? Well, because I provide the correct answer for things. I'm the best person to ask for this kind of advice. Are you tired? Kind of. A little bit tired, maybe. I don't feel tired at the moment, but I'd probably run in a bit of a sleep deficit. I commend you for not using 3 question marks or a rat tongue fun full wat. But I should point out that question does require at least 1 question mark. Just one is really all it requires. You don't want to enter the world as an unwelcome baby. Get out of here, baby. You're not welcome. I don't want you around here. John Winter says Rat is from Superpower India. Get all the haters out of here. Oh, it's fine, Purple Goblin. I'm people who want to hate on me have an uphill climb, because people who come in here wanting to hate, they're looking for certain kinds of emotional reactions, which they simply are not going to elicit from me. And the reason they're not going to is because I've been doing this forever. I've encountered every kind of hater there possibly is. And, it doesn't impact me. Maybe it once would have, but well, thanks, Simple Girl 357. I do not have any grandkids. That's true. Despite what many people may think here, I do not yet have any grandkids. I wish I did have one. But you know, I only sort of wish it. It's like I'm so not in a place in my life right now for like raising a child that even a grandchild sounds like. Of course, I know that I wouldn't have much responsibility with it because she's got her mother, Delilah does, and her stepmother, and both of those families down in Los Angeles. So I'm sure they'd monopolize grandchild slash great grandchild time because, you know, for say Delilah's mother's mother, Abuelita, as we call her. She would be her great grandchild, you know. And she doesn't have any other great grandchildren. She doesn't have any great grandchildren. Of course, if my parents had lived long enough for Delilah to have a child, then they would have had a great grandchild. But they're dead, so no chance of that. I suppose there's little chance of me having a great grandchild. Not certainly not impossible. What I really want, though, instead of a great grandchild, is a great grandfather clock. I don't actually want a grandfather clock. It just wouldn't fit in with the aesthetic around here at all. Grandfather clock. No. We had a grandfather clock back in my house in Arcadia. My parents had one. It worked too. I remember it from a kid, like bonging in various, like on the hour, you know. I guess I got used to it. It didn't bother me. You're right, average Sukhoi fan. When these skibbity bomboclats see my Riz, they're gonna be like, yeah, pow. Yeah, clock, a little different. Add me to the live, please. You're here, Kim Mayo. This is as added as you get. You are back. You are back, and it is exciting to see you. Or we're at Tang Fun Folawat. Does seem to be having some. Oh, well. What I'm going to have to do here in a second, I think I'm going to successfully pull this off. Though. I'm going to not make the same mistake I did last time when this happened. I'm going to see if I'll be right back. We'll find out. Am I back? I am back. Do you see the weird quality of light? It's from the fan. It's kind of cool looking, huh? I like that. I'll try to make it. Oh, so you can't have the fan in the picture, huh? If you have the fan in the picture, then defeating the purpose. It's got to be like that. You guys can look at that while I go to the bathroom. Cameron left a day early today because he was getting sick. I could totally hear he was getting sick. He didn't feel like driving home tomorrow when he was even more sick, so he left a day early. And that means that I can go to the bathroom with the door open, which allows you to enjoy the calming light fountain of the foyer, while you also enjoy my commentary on both the light fountain and my urination process, which has begun. I call this yoga pose going pee. You can't see this yoga pose. It's not appropriate for YouTube. Go and pee with my poop and stool. Go and pee, but I'm not sitting down with my feet on the floor. Thanks to poop and stool. It's better to not have your feet on the floor in general. That's why they created ottomans. That's why the Ottoman Empire ever existed in the first place, was to create ottomans. So that you didn't have to have your feet on the floor. I mean, my feet aren't peasants. I'm not just gonna have them be on the floor. Oh yeah, I am. So, I am so shredded. Thanks. I appreciate it. I wish you had a name I could say. There's nobody at the door. Or a rat tang fun full rat is being a bit of a scoundrel, I think, maybe. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I said it, or a rat. I think you are being a bit of a scoundrel. You might say, Eric, how dare you call me a bit of a scoundrel? Well, because I'm wildly irresponsible in my use of language like that. I have to make a new pot of coffee pretty soon. This one's been going for a couple of days, but it's still hot and delicious because I did the important thing that you must do if you want to not be dumb. And that is, after it's ready, when you initially cook it, you got to take out the rest of the ground. You got to take out all the grounds right then. That's the secret to keeping your percolated coffee hot and delicious for days. Take out the grounds. Uh-oh. Sleazy one. Did you just call me a pigeon-headed hussy? I guess if the shoe fits, huh? Thoughts on chemtrails? I don't believe in chemtrails because I've yet to see any sky trail that I could distinguish as being specifically, again with this. All right, let's hope it works this time. You are a challenge. I don't even know how to address you. Now that is creepy. Yeah, well, it's because the app on the phone it like crashed. So then last time, but it didn't crash all the way to the phone's floor, so to speak. God loves me? If I go to what channel? What channel are you talking about? Are you talking about Rat's channel? Yeah, I was paused. Oh, I see. Go to that channel. Let me see. Well, that channel doesn't have any content. Why me? I should call you Why Me 954. How about that? That's a good name for him. Okay, Why Me? I'm calling you Why Me now. So take that. Take that, Why Me? Now I have an alternate name for you. Good job, Lou. Good job. The goat is Ronaldo. Do you have a goat named Ronaldo? Who is Why Me? He's the person just above you in chat. Hello, Russia. Welcome to America, California. This is where my YouTube stream is located physically in the world. So when you come watch this YouTube stream, you have to travel electronically all the way to my house to view it. Well, I don't blame you, Lou. That's why Me has that name. Is just to be difficult. Sinta Narab. Thanks, Orarat Tang Fun Folowat. It's actually bok choy. What's bok choy? Annie. Oh, Annie's a good name for that person as well. I like it. If an SI polar person is without an off button, is an SE polar person without an on button? Yeah, kind of. I've never heard that thing you just said there. An SI polar person is without an off button. I've never heard that, but it makes sense what you're saying, kind of, and it makes even more sense with SE polar to me than it does SI polar because I have no experience of being anything like SI polar. It's very alien to me. SI 8 isn't like that. So, it's like SE 8 and SE 7 have some similarities. They have more similarities, it seems like, than 8 slot SI and 7. I mean, you might be able to better test between SE 8 and 7, but SI 8 and 7 they're harder to test between. Especially if it's with FE. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with all this. Hello, Egg. I look like Hugo Weaving at the moment. I don't know who Hugo Weaving is. They don't know when to stop, especially if it's body signals. Hashtag talking with famous people. Hashtag talking with famous people to you too, Annie. Maybe we can call you Little Orphan Annie. What do you think about that as a name? I like Little Orphan Annie for you. I think that works. Do you frequently get hidden from channels immediately upon arriving? skeleton head, lips, Annie boy. What does skeleton head lips mean? Is the skeleton all around except it's got lush, fleshy red lips? That would be a very scary. Call you lettuce. Okay, I'll call you lettuce. Do you frequently get banned like immediately upon arriving places? Sleazy One wants to call you tater nuts. Tater nuts is I mean, if somebody were to call me tater nuts, I'm not sure if I'd be offended or not. Is it offensive to call my nuts to say about them that they are similar to potatoes? I'm not sure if that's offensive or not. My mom used to call me poor little orphan Annie and poor little Cinderella. Well, good for me. That makes me happy to hear. Lettuce. Huge balls. I mean, I definitely don't want balls as big as, say, a large russet potato. That would be, if you can get one of those big ass baking potatoes, that would definitely be too big. I do not want my balls to be as big as a large baking potato. Where would I even put them? I I'd have to get bigger bun huggers for sure. That just sounds like a a easy testicular injury at any moment, right? And obviously, you don't want to incur one of those. Those are the least pleasant injuries of all. I hurt my dog. WTH? Well, right now, I just am appreciating the fact that you hurt your dog. You'd get a sore back. You probably would get a sore back. What the hell? What the hell? Ha 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 ha. Says how I hurt my dog. Well, at the moment, I hurt my dog. I'm just really experiencing the sense of relief and satisfaction that my balls are not as large as a large baking potato. You love your dog. Well, that's not what your name says. Your name says that you heart your dog, which I appreciate the fact that you wrote the word heart. I think that makes your name cool. Otherwise, it would just be like somebody who loves their dog. But you chose to use the word heart instead as a verb, which I appreciate. Unofficial Juice World Unreleased. What's up? In parentheses, which means, what's up? According to Lou told me that parentheses mean you're leaning in that moment. I like that explanation. It stuck with me. I remembered it. It's a good explanation. Excellent NI. Do you guys agree that that's what parentheses mean? That you're leaning in? We do know that you love your dog. Lettuce is right. Let us turn up and pee. I heart my dog. Well, I opened up my heart. I heart my dog. Life is a penny. That's why I heart my dog so much. Caught the end of it, but if you're having back pain, why not get one of those incline chair things to stretch out with? I'm not having back pain, Susie Vaughn. Somebody mentioned that if I had nuts as big as a large baking potato, that I would then have back pain. But I can assure you that's not the only condition under which one might get back pain, because Rachel currently has back pain and her nuts are not nearly that big. My back is pain-free. I have no problems with my back at all. I mean, oh, sure, after not like being very comfortable in how I sit for a long stretch of time, sometimes my neck or shoulders will get a little stiff/sore, but even that's a stretch to call it sore. It's more just like I need to go like this to the back of my neck. Be like, oh yeah, let's go. Maybe I hit it with the hot water in the shower to make it loosen up. Loosen up like juice in a cup. It's because, I have very irregular sleep. I get enough sleep, just not necessarily right now. I always catch up in full on my sleep every month. But what happens when you sleep kind of irregularly is that when you've been up for a while, like let's say you get a couple of inadequate nights sleep in a row, then you start being like, oh, my back is getting like a little muscle crampy. And then your back is a little muscle crampy. What are you going to do? At that point, you just have to go to sleep, and say, okay, I need to rest a while. But then the other thing happens on the other end of it. When you're catching up on sleep during sleepy week, then you sleep too much for your back. And your back is a little stiff when you get up. So these are part of the problems associated with taking Adderall. Not a big deal, but something that my body doesn't handle quite as well as it used to when I was younger. And then, of course, the other issue is at the beginning of a bottle of Adderall, after like 3 days on, first 3 days, my voice is shut because I've been up too much and like my body is set up to clear away a certain amount of being up and talking and smoking a day. And then if I go over that for a couple of days, then my voice, I can't even hardly sing anymore. So that's one of the bad consequences as well. Then, when I rest more, my voice returns. And like the way my voice is right now, it's kind of gravelly sounding. I don't mind that at all, as long as it's not impacting my ability to hit notes and stuff. But sometimes my voice gets tired. It does impact my ability to hit notes and stuff. I've also noticed that when I don't get enough sleep, one consequence after I go enough of a sleep deficit is that, like, small physical activities make me physically feel tired because your body's saying, like, you need to sleep, dude. I'm not gonna let you continue cleaning the house all gacked out for another day or two. You need to sleep. All gacked out. Meow, 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 meow. Dirty pillows. Have you ever hack up black stuff in your spit? No, not really. I mean, little bits of nah occasionally. I don't want to get stung on the gibbles. Dirty pillows. Yeah, so much of humankind's history really has been determined by boobs. Yeah, I do have realistic fears like getting COPD. Uh, and I don't plan to continue smoking cigarettes indefinitely. But I don't know. It's one of those things that you tend to put off dealing with. So anyway, like Helen of Troy is really all about um, thanks for liking the video. Lettuce. Sleep well tomorrow. Do you have any strategies to reset a messed up sleep schedule? No. I mean, I probably will eventually, transition to some kind of electronic cigarette that hopefully I don't hit that much. I don't really like that, but obviously I need to do something about my long-term cardiovascular health, probably. I'd say it's probably a realistic. Yeah, vaping is not healthy, but I don't know. It's like if I um yeah, I have a little bit of a Monroe, are you back here with your garbage about finding your husband? No, I cannot help find your husband. I'm putting you straight on timeout, okay? And you find your own husband. Well, I don't wear any kilts usually, but Little Dipper is a nice dab pen, easy to disassemble and clean if you're looking for a new experience. Well, Susie Juan, we will look for that brand um, when we go to the vape store. Rachel gets these kind of vapes. She coughs too much hitting bong rips, so. Uh, I don't know, Hero Lamb. No, she is not Karma's Pimp and Hero Lamb. Okay? She came in here yesterday with a bunch of You don't trust the carts? Well, how do you get the concentrate then to put into your pen? Do you load it with concentrate that you buy separate? Yeah, Eric Strauss PI. She was here yesterday carrying on about this nonsense. Ruben is at the other house with Acacia. And Cameron left a day early, so, because he was getting sick. So Rachel and I had the house to ourselves again. And it was nice to see Cameron. I'm sorry he got sick. I know I tend to get sick when I travel. You just hit the normal dabber diamonds. It's a pen rig that heats up to the right temperature. You take the pen and put it on the dab while you pull and suck in the smoke. Oh, I see. All right. Well, I agree. The cartridges are garbage usually. Uh, so that's a good suggestion, Sleazy One. Makes me want to try to bell bottoms. Rachel has some bell bottomy pants. I don't really have any bell bottomy pantses, but I don't really have very many pantses at all. I've got these sweatpants. I got a couple pairs of jeans, one of which has a big hole in the knee, which I hate. No, I mean, they don't get you high. Like maybe at the beginning when you first hit it, it works. It gets you a little high, but it doesn't work nearly as well as concentrates that you buy separately. So Rachel might prefer that. Of course, uh, the thing is, if I'll try to find this thing you're talking about, Sleazy One, and Rachel may or may not prefer that. Yeah, because I timed you out, Monroe, because I don't want to hear about you losing your husband anymore. I'm not here to help people find their missing husband. So just enough already. Hi, Alexander. Okay, well, go somewhere else that's more receptive to your bullshit. Obviously, it should be very clear to you by now that I am not interested in helping you. So go away. Well, this person came in yesterday and started with this nonsense. I told him to knock it off yesterday. And now they come back and start with more of their nonsense. I had a good poop this morning. So I'm feeling de-poopled. I wonder if Rachel's back is better today. If so, I could see some marriage wrestling in our future. Now that Susie is married, she gets to experience marriage wrestling as well with her husband Abraham. What's its name? What's name? Oh, the poop? You were married 1 year yesterday. Congratulations, Susie. Um, we have been married since 6'9". How many marriages is that? Let's see. No, 7'9". Since 7'9". 8'9", 9'9", 10'9", 11'9", 12'9", 1'9", 2'9", 3'9". We've been married 8 months. That's how many we've been married. We got 4 more months to go. And a far-right party in Portugal elected 48 deputies last night. Well, that's democracy for you. So, when are you guys getting divorced? I bet you're not getting divorced. Genius pipe. I don't normally name my poops, no. Not that frequently. The party I voted for got 1.6% QQ. Not even one deputy. Aw. Well, I have a really good grinder around here somewhere that I bought in Oregon after asking the guy at the store what the best grinder was. And it's great, but I'm not sure where it is at the moment. It's one of those things that, sometimes I put in a box or a bag to go on a trip or something. Faux Venetian. Well, the one I have is great. I'm saying like, it's a metal hand grinder. It's all metal, and you can just put it in the washing machine, you know. But I don't even need to do that. The only thing I have to do is occasionally around the edge thing, I'll torch it a little bit if it gets gummy. But it goes in the washing machine just fine. The dishwasher, I mean, not the washing machine. You don't want to put the stainless steel grinder in the washing machine. It's not a good place for it. Put it in the dishwasher instead. 230 deputies to select the government. This comprises Portugal's electoral system. I have, and that's probably a great idea. I have tried the volcano before. Much quieter than the full moon. It was nice. My moon is in Pisces, so feels. How about you, KP? I don't. When was the new moon? Was it recent? Yesterday was a 3 out of 10. Well, that's not good. That's a low F, Lou. 30%. That means you got an F on yesterday. You were answering my question. I thought you were saying your feelings were a 3 out of 10 yesterday. That's the problem with things in March, right? It can be very confusing because so many things are out of 10. Oh, but March is 3. So it just happens to be the 10th. It's the problem with the 10ths of months. March isn't the 10th month. That's silly, Eric. You should know that March is not the 10th month. I guess that's just a problem for every month on the 10th. The first, you know, 9, 10 months out of the year anyway. Even in November and December, somebody might say, well, 11 out of 10, they're just saying, wow, it's so great. But 12 out of 10, at that point, you're less likely to make that mistake. Student glass gravity bong is a nice addition to any smoke room. Comes with a wall mount and easy to install. Take bong rips without having to hold on to this mini gravity bong. Huh. Well, that is convenient. Taurus is the second sign in astrology. Is it? I thought it started with, did it not start in January? $500? I don't want to spend $500 on a bong. Cami 9, I remember Cami. It starts in Aries, huh? I get it's a hobby, but some people make weed and weed smoking gizmos their identity. Oh, yeah, well, I don't. You know, it's not my identity, it's just something I regularly do. On days like today when I'm not on any Adderall, it tends to just uh uh-oh, Bob, you got in trouble with Sleazy Want. Some people just want to help people get their best smoke experience. I don't think Bob UFO was saying you're one of those people, Sleazy One. I don't think he was saying you're a person who makes that their identity. And Bob UFO says, I get it, man. I used to have all the gizmos myself. I had gizmos you don't even know about, Sleazy One. You don't even know about all the gizmos Bob had. Oh yeah, I said, Sleazy One, I don't even think you ever even smoked, Bob. Your head is completely virgin. Wow, things are getting saucy here in the live chat. Oh, it starts in the spring equinox. Huh. What do you know? I just assumed it started in January. So what if I didn't? Oh, take that one. He had all these pot smoking gizmos and he didn't even smoke pot. That's how much he was a gearhead. So what do you think about that? He's so into gear that he gets gear for things he doesn't even do. He doesn't even like, he doesn't play the guitar, but he gets guitars and guitar amps. He doesn't work on cars, but he gets like carburetors and stuff like that. Yeah, Sleazy One, you were brutalizing him with the truth right now. And Bob UFO is regretting ever to sign up to battle Jake Paul at the age of nearly 60. Yeah. Like, oh, I bought all these drug spoons and I now have no money left for drugs. He did call it gizmos, it's true. Nah, Juan, I went to places on cannabis you couldn't even comprehend, buddy. Yeah, Sleazy Juan, you can't comprehend where he's been on cannabis. He's been to the moon and back. He's been to Venus. He's been everywhere. He's been the highest in the whole world. I was guided between your mother's legs on the cannabis bud choo choo. Wow, Bob UFO, did you know that Sleazy Juan, he got in good with your mom because of his shared love of marijuana? Oh, good. Thank God Monroe's back because Monroe is clearly getting the message that 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 we want to hear her talk about this lost husband some more. Are you on steroids? You ate so buff. No, I'm not on steroids. I've exited time and space astrally from smoking 12-gram blunt of cheetah piss OG dunked in live rosin. That's pretty good. You ended up dipping 9 months after because of unrelated issues. Hmm. Well, yeah, you don't want to take too much edibles. I am so muscular. That's why I'm the spokesperson for the Muscular Dystrophy Association. Okay. Well, you know what? You spend a lot more time paying attention to them and a lot less time here on this live stream. How about that? Yeah. Sleazy Juan and Bob. Well, I mean, no, she can't possibly be actually looking for a handout, or else she would not continue coming here, right? I made it very clear that she's not going to get any handouts here, nor do I want her to be talking about the subject. If she were actually seeking a handout, she would go to try, she'd be trolling across various streams in the fishing sense of trolling, right? Trying to find sympathetic ears. Instead, she's wasting her time coming back here with new accounts after I time her out. I have handsome ears. Yeah, I do. I grew them myself on one of the finest European ear trees you could buy. And I selected these from a crop of gorgeous ears. No, Sleazy Juan, there's no human being would act like Monroe is acting. Well, I mean, granted, I am shredded like cheese. Vincent gave me Maud. Well, good for Vincent. I'm so proud of you. I was an ear model. Yeah, I was an ear model. Some of the biggest designers in the world said the backs of my ears are the most attractive ear backs they've ever seen. Can you look? Well, normally this is reserved for my OnlyFans members, but can you see it? Can you see it? You need to change your panties? Yeah, who's Vincent, Mr. Kartoffel? Who is Vincent? I was not the kid who wiggled my ears in the Little Rascal movie. I don't have earwax, Mr. Kartoffel. My ears are clean as a surgeon's table. A surgeon's table that is being submerged in rubbing alcohol. That's how clean my ears are. Which is to say, very clean. Okay, so I'm going to have a health tube, come back inside. Yeah, I don't want you to explain your family diarrhea, okay? That's what I'm trying to get across to you, Monroe. I don't want you to explain your family diarrhea. Yeah, passive income through back of the ear OnlyFans channel does make some sense when you've got ears as sensual as mine. You know, a lot of times when you see like a commercial for Maybelline or CoverGirl or whatever, when you see that brief cutaway to the back of the ear, they body doubled me in there so that they can use the back of my ears. Really, the top 10 earners on OnlyFans don't even make adult content? Really, what do they make? Just pictures of their ears? This is my ear. Well, I mean, the thing is, I'm all in on this platform. Whatever ways that YouTube has for me to make money, fine. I'm not good at directing my attention to making money, even when I should. So I'm happy with. Ears are not appropriate for youngsters. I'm just going to give you a burlesque show hint of it. Okay. So I've got my feather fans that I'm dancing behind. Foot content, and bath salts. I don't normally twerk, but there. Okay. Again, just a suggestive hint of me twerking. Don't even communicate with him about this. Okay, I've asked him to stop this already. Either stop doing it or stop telling us about it. But he doesn't listen to me. Don't encourage him. Boba likes One Piece. If he does, then he has bad taste in anime. I'm sorry. I just do not like One Piece. I've tried watching it multiple times, tried to get into it. It's got a lot of episodes, I figured if I could get into it, great, I could. There's endless pile of anime to watch. But, Boba Fett, no, he's driving drunk. That's what he's doing. And telling us about it. Even though I don't like that. Here all this time I thought One Piece was a band. No, One Piece is a very popular but not very good anime. It's about pirates. Oh God, Monroe is back. I tell you, YouTubing is fun, right? It's like you get some real characters around here. I know you're trying to explain your uh, your family diarrhea, and I keep kicking you out. So what I am going to tell you is yes, I'm going to give you advice about your husband. Stop spending your time on YouTube and go find your husband yourself. That's my advice to you. Like all these minutes you've wasted trying to ask me that question, you could have been spent looking for your husband. Well, you and your kids should get off of YouTube and look for your husband. Thanks, Simple Girl. I don't think there is any good anime about pirates. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I mean, okay, actually, I can think of one that's pretty good about pirates. Um, well, then you're obviously not looking everywhere. You have a whole child named after him. Fantastic. Have you looked under the couch? A lot of times when I can't find something, it's under the couch. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I can find things under the couch that I wasn't even looking for. There's one time I found a whole Adderall pill under the couch. I told you. Have you looked under the couch? Have you looked down the sides here? Like, look what I just found. Just reaching down there, I found a lighter. I just reached just to demonstrate where you might reach, and I found something. I found a lighter. I've never found Rachel yet. I'm scared. Look what I did find. I found another lighter. See, I think you're not looking hard enough, Monroe. That's what I think. Nothing down this side. You gotta look in all of the chairs. Okay? You haven't obviously checked all the chairs yet. Yeah, walk around. Go outside, Monroe. Put your phone down and look with your looking eyes, your finding eyes, okay? When you see things with your finding eyes, then you will know where they are. Yeah, check the common places where he is. Like, in the shed out back. You don't have a couch anymore. You sold it, huh? You sold it. Oh, you got evicted. Well, look in your car seats then. I don't know. The point is, Monroe, as I have told you, first of all, if you listened to me at all, you would stop already being talking about this, right? Can you watch 1864 Civil War, please? No, I don't want to watch 1864 Civil War. Anyway, the point is, if you listened to me, Monroe, you wouldn't be here talking to us about this. You'd be at some other live stream. I see you fighting there. You saw me fighting in the Civil War? Wow, you're old. All right, you go to the park then. Fine. Just take it to some other live stream. No, Mr. Cardolfo, you cannot buy moderator status. If she continues to she continues to say shit about it, I will hide her. I don't want to hear about it. And if she were serious at all, she'd find another live stream that is more receptive to asking for her asking for help. Obviously, this one is not. He's at the park with Anita Dick and me. All right, you do that, Monroe. Just do it not here, please. There. Now I've timed you out. All right. So, I guess I'm going to wrap this up. I don't have any cartoons to watch today. I'm not feeling super energetic or anything, you know. Whenever says PP. If you give me mod, I will not like the stream. Okay. It doesn't matter what your conditionality is, Mr. Kartoffel. It doesn't matter what comes after the if you give me mod part. Because that first bit is not true. So it doesn't matter what the other part is. Well, I am going to end the stream very soon here, but I'm going to go look at his drawings first. Wow. Wow, that's for Cameron? Brenda Montauk? Montalka Smith? Wow. Julep Mendoza. Wow. I like your drawings. They're great. Whose soulmate is that? Is that my soulmate, Blue Elvis? This is for Cameron, I think. Brenda Montalka Smith. I wish Cameron were still here, Blue Elvis. I'm sure he would really appreciate this. I will let him know that that you drew his soulmate and send him a link to this so that he can see his soulmate. Is that mine? Wow, Julep. I like her name, Julep Mendoza. She's not a very chesty lady. No, I'm not giving you any money. Go away. You want moat stream. Well, the buggy's fine. We drove the buggy down to the other house yesterday. And all right, I will. I will check out others as well. I didn't know there were others. Videos. Oh, I see. Oh, you're a good drawer. You got some samurai things going on, or like this guy's got nunchucks. That's cool. Hi, Steph Hoff 88. Or is that Winston's mom? Or different? No, that's different Steph Hoff. Huh? How about a poll about the nice things you can't resist? Okay. Right. I remember. You were confusing a little bit. Uh so I don't know. If I were to end the stream right now, what am I really gonna do? I'm gonna go lie down, try to maybe get some more sleep. It doesn't sound that exciting, but it's just sometimes in life you have to just put away excitement for a little while and just deal with going to sleep. So I'm going to go now, and I hope you have a pleasant day. I know, it doesn't sound that exciting, Boba Fett, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Good night, good luck, goodbye, I'll see you later.